what else could potentially be in store for us between the battle of the Protoss. The bottom left side, the blue Protoss, of course, he is the Raise Your Edge gamer. He is ZEST. At top right side, we got another Protoss. Surprise, surprise! It would not be a battle of Protoss if there weren't two of them. He's in the red. He's fighting teamless. He is parting. There we go. Probably there. That's better. Okay. Alright, alright. 2 gateways. Starting off with 2 gateways. Already a bit of a surprise though, having the gateways on the low ground here from ZEST, and Parting's in the main base. So Parting, oh, he's gonna cancel the gas as well. Very curious to say. I guess he saw the scout from ZEST, and maybe he's thinking to himself, alright, well, if you're here already with that scout, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be okay for me to get myself this Nexus up. Bam, does just throw down that Nexus. ZEST, on the other hand, it's gonna go for the gas. I'm not quite sure what made Parting realize that he could go for the Nexus first here. Maybe it was the timing of that probe. Maybe it was just the scouting into his main base. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bit of a gamble. Who knows though? But that's a good call. He's gonna grab a slight, minuscule advantage here in the probe count. His economy should be a smidge better than that of his opponent. Hopefully it's not going to hurt him too much having delayed that cyber core and... no, wait, actually, having delayed that gas intake. He didn't delay the cyber core, actually ahead in the cyber core as well. I guess because he didn't have the gas that quickly, right? He kept mining more minerals, so he has the cyber core quicker also. It's not just the Nexus. Oh, well, that's an interesting... It's interesting efforts right there. The pylon for ZEST is not blue. It's actually red. And suddenly there's a gateway there as well. Interesting. Parting, what are you up to? Parting, he's making 3 gateways behind this. Is he going to put down another gateway? What in the world is happening here? Another pylon? Sure, okay, alright. This is something else. What? Okay, another pylon. Alright, there we go. May as well just keep spending your money on pylons here, right? Very weird play overall. Wants to get that warp in available. Even puts down another pylon. It's going to be necessary as he needs every bit of warp in power here that's possible. Shield battery being thrown down by ZEST. I like that quite a bit. I mean, this is just not going to work, is it? I don't see this working, guys. I just don't see this work. I mean, sure, he's going to have the warp gates now available. It's going to be 4 of them, but it's not going to arrive in time. And wow. 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 And he's going to lose more. Wait for the last wow. Hold up. All right. Okay, we're getting there. Wait, where can we put this? There we go. Wow! Almost 700 minerals difference here in the units lost tab before the 4-minute mark. I don't think I have to tell you. That is, that is not something you get away with. Parting always loves to start the first match with a cannon rush, but that was no cannon rush. That was an attempted 4 gates pressure that was just gonna appear inside of ZEST base. ZEST not having it. ZEST not having it whatsoever. I guess we had more mining, right, for a little bit, but oh, even that, not really the case here. Oof. Oof. I guess Parting kind of stopped making probes there for a little bit in order to keep that, well, keep getting more money for more pylons in the main base of ZEST here. Alright, I mean... is it too early to call? Is it too early to call? Maybe. But I don't think it's too early to give a massive advantage here to ZEST for this first game. Oracle will head towards that main base. Do we have any type of stalker presence? I don't think we do. Most of our energy right now is, resources for Parting are going into the sentries and the adepts. There we go. Single Stalker coming in, but already losing 5 workers here, of course. 6. That is quite a nuisance. Coming around, we'll be able to get more of them even. Yep, there we go. 8 workers, just like that. Gone, down the drain, gutted. And guess what that did for the resources lost tab? That's right. Almost 1,100 minerals extra lost here for parting before the 6-minute mark. 1,100. That is ridiculous. And yeah, parting here, parting. Well, let's wait and see if he will be able to get anything done here, or if he's gonna go down, up in flames. I mean, it seems quite likely. 3 more probes here will be destroyed. Sentries. Okay, well, you know, this is pretty cool if this works, right? Come on. Okay, that's neat. That's nifty. Needs to just keep warping in those force fields here. Ooh, gotta be careful not to warp in too close to the point there, of course. Just gonna try to shut down these. Oh, that's Blink. Blink really putting some rough loving in the PvP matchup. He's like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm still doing something. And then one Blink is just like, ah, well, okay. Oof. Weird discussion happening here in this chat. Are you okay, Darky? I'm not sure what you were sending over there, actually. Let me see if I can find... Fuck you. Oh, interesting. Ban me, please. I mean... I mean, do you want to be banned? Interesting. Huh. Oh well. It worked against Trap, did it? Okay. Well, I guess Trap didn't go for the Blink upgrade then, did he? Alright. There you go. Somebody wanting to be banned. I don't know what that's about. Is that like a sexual thing, you think? Or is that like just something else entirely? It's hard to say. Hard to say. Alright, well, I mean, you asked for it. That's all good. Oh, he didn't kill the gate plus pylon in time. Oh, that's what worked against Trap. I see, I see. I thought it was the follow-up, right? With the sentries and the stuff. Trying to go in with the Warpism, shut down the army in one side of the base. It would have been nice. It would have been nice, but it's not going to happen. Adepts just shade back and forth. Ah, that's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But not quite working out there. Anyway, regardless, we have ourselves a blue Protoss player in the bottom left side now with 1 point on the field. He is Raise Your Edge Gaming ZEST. He's been playing really good so far today. Will he be able to keep it up? Or will his opponents here in the red, the other Protoss, the counter Protoss, Mr. Parting, take back control of today's games? Still anyone's cup of tea here, of course. Anyone's piece of pie to devour. Let's see that there's the gas missing here for Parting once again. I like that. Going for the pylon block. Let's see, yep, no gas whatsoever. Verifying this fact. Parting may need to do something else entirely. Is he going to go for the Nexus? Alright, yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Why the hell not? Bam. Drop it up on stage. On the third base right there. Why not? I suppose it's going to be open for adept pressure. That is one of the reasons why you wouldn't want it there. But, yeah, let's see what ZEST is going to be able to do. He's going to be able to get that scout off as well. That's rough. That is rough indeed. Parting, wiggling that probe back into the main base here of ZEST. Is gonna go once more for that pylon. I mean, it got scouted out here by ZEST rather early on. We'll not be letting that get away with it. Let's see how he responds. 3 probes. Is just the 3 probes here enough to kind of counteract this? Looks like it is. Gonna have to make the gateway. The gateway not in optimal position, I suppose, but still pretty good. You think it's gonna work this time? I don't think it will. I don't see it working the second attempt here. He's really trying though. Ooh, a little bit stuck there with the probe. Does manage to get it out of that location. More pylons. More pylons everywhere. Maybe he's just not that comfortable against the, well, against ZEST in PvP. I mean, it is bloody ZEST, isn't it? He is the best after all. Parting want to show his reverse sweep. That would be pretty cool. Alright, I mean, the warping, is it gonna work this time around? It won't. Yeah, the warp gate tech is just too slow for this. I mean, if he was able to warp in the moment when the gateway was there, I mean, that would have been nice, but oof. Oof. That is such a weird strategy. That is such a weird strategy. If he does this again in game number 3, I am gonna put some big question marks down in Parting's games. At least we got something to talk to him about during his next stream. Twilight Council. Full ZEST is about to finish up here. We'll immediately probably get that blink upgrade once again, I would imagine. Oh, 3 stocks there versus just a 2. There we go, another warping does come in. Very nicely done. ZEST's gonna keep his stuff alive, it seems. Except for that one little stalker there, of course. Blammo! Blammo! Nice. Bum bum bum. Dark Shrine. 2 gateways. Alright, we do have a Dark Shrine here for ZEST down the way. Took him a little bit longer to get that blink upgrade, I suppose, but... I mean, DT's pretty darn strong as well, especially if your opponent does not have a Observer, an Oracle, or any real way to produce one, nor a Forge. I think this is just GG right here, yeah. Wow! He dead! He dead as a little doo-doo. That is a doo-doo. Alright. ZEST, 2 quick victories there in a row. Looking pretty sharp. Looking pretty good. Will he be able to get 2 more? 2 more in a row. Would that be the second... Wait, was that the second clean sweep of ZEST today? Wait. No. He went up against Bjorn. He lost 1 game versus Bjorn. The first game he lost. But then afterwards, he just woke up. He got warm. He heated up those arm muscles, and man, it's unstoppable now. It works perfect in past matches. ZEST just too good in scouting. Maybe ZEST also noticed that was going on overall. And I mean, those probes, they are just moving through the front door, right? So as soon as you just know that, alright, my opponent likes to do this type of stuff at this moment in time. It's a very easy counter overall, but at the same time, right, it's a strategy that relies on your opponent really just not ever thinking about it, right? Just never drawing a conclusion like, well, he's clearly moving to a weird corner there. That is obviously going to be a pylon right there. Because nobody was doing that for such a long time, right? That's the weird thing. That's when we saw SOS do the proxy nexus all of a sudden, and it not being scouted, and then putting on another pylon, and that not being scouted was such a big deal in the GSL. I guess the nexus did get scouted, didn't it? Yeah, but then afterwards the rest didn't. So, all right. Well, here we go. Acquiring 2 points in a row. Just needs to do that again, pretty much. He's the blue Protoss player from Raise Your Edge Gaming. He's having one hell of a day so far. ZEST. 3-1 versus Björn, and now going 2-0 versus Parting so far. Will this man at the top left side be able to do anything about it, really? He's the red Protoss player fighting for nobody but himself. He is Parting of the Sugar Bear tribe. The Sugar Papa Bear tribe. Is that what it's called? The Papa Sugar Bear people. Clansmen. I'm not entirely sure. Sugar puppies? Is it sugar puppies, not papas? Probably, right? Probably the sugar puppies. It's a bit less weird, but also more weird at the same time. But that in a good kind of sense weird, right? Alright, Parting once again going for what seems to be the same build here to me. I wonder, guys. I really wonder. I swear, if he does this again, I'm gonna stop saying anything about it there until it dies. I'm just gonna sit here in silence, just with my hands over my face, being like, how does he think this is working? All right. Well, there's no wall in the low ground, so maybe what is he going? Okay, he's doing something else. Good. Good. Nice. We got something else going here. Whew. Okay. Good. Solid. ZEST comes in around, checks the place, scouts the environment. Seeing that there's no tech structures just quite yet. He knows about the Nexus here, so I'm wondering what he's planning to do himself. Still mining quite a bit of gas. Is he just going to go for a delayed Nexus? It looks like it. It's, yeah, indeed. We'll just decide to go for that later Nexus. Checking to see whether or not the Nexus is making probes. It's also a good thing here for ZEST, of course. There's that probe once again. Well, it's not getting any further than that. It is a gateway proxy, actually. I thought it was a Stargate for a moment, but no, it's actually the Stargate here for ZEST on the way. Parting does a block off his main door for the time being. I mean, he's probably going to do that for the entire time. Stop making probes, it seems, as well. At least on the natural. He may, you know, he's going to lose them regardless, otherwise. The 4 gates just get spotted here now. And we're going to see Parting already warp in like 1 or 2 Stalkers here to defend. Maybe like just 1 Stalker, or... No, everything across. Okay, that is fair too. The Adepts should be able to get in here. Maybe get on top of the probes, but it's going to be close to another warping round as well available here. ZEST could be in a lot of trouble now. With this full group of Stalkers, they're going to be able to shut down the production as well as the production of that warp gate tech. That's a big deal. Now, the Oracle here being kind of saved by the shield battery, but that's only for a moment. Now it's out of energy. What else is he going to be able to do? Nothing, really, and GG is called. Parting finds a way to make it work this time. It's not the same. It's not the same exact thing. But it was pretty darn close, right? He just made it look like something else. And then disguised the fact that it was very close to being the same thing. ZEST there coming in with the scout a little bit late. Seeing those 3 X-ray gateways at the home base of Parting. Parting still pretending like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. I'm building those probes. Don't you worry about it. It's so good. It's so good. Don't you sweat it. We're doing a regular bit of macro this time around. ZEST is like, alright, well, guess I'm just going to be behind a little bit on the economy. Let me try and catch up. Get that Oracle out, maybe some harassments. It's a good call, right? If you're a bit behind on the probe count, get yourself harassment going. so that you can actually stop that from being a thing. But then Parting just coming in, swinging with 4 fists of Stalkers. And, yeah, getting himself that victory right there. Well done indeed. Clever bit of faking what else was going on there. Here we go. Game number 4. Game number 4 already. Jeez. Alright, well, managed to hold off 2 cheeses. The third one became a bit too much. Will he be lactose intolerant this time around? Or will something else entirely happen? We'll see. The blue Protoss for Raise Your Edge. You're gaming, Mr. ZEST. There we go. This is kind of fun, right? I always thought this would also be part of the Nexus, but then if you get closer to this, that's when it starts. Interesting. Alright, anyway. Bottom right side, that's a red Protoss player fighting for himself. The Sugar Puppies. The Sugar Bears. All of them together. Anyway, give it up for Parting. Needs 3 more victories here, but I mean, no longer is there that 0 on the board. That's the big deal here. It's not going to get 4-0'd. That's going to give him some confidence. If it went to 3-0, that's always one of the worst places to be in the best of 7, right? Getting a reverse all sweep. It's incredibly important to stop that scenario from happening. It's just more likely to get 1 win, then maybe letting it go to 3-1, and then still make the comeback happen. Alright, we do have the double gate play this time around from Parting. ZEST responding in kind of just relying on his scouting here, trying to figure out what his opponent is up to and responding to that situation. Let's see. We'll now be trying to get his own quick second Nexus here in order to avoid the 4-gate attack. Maybe just wiping the floor with him here. The 4-gate attack should be the counter after all against that quick Nexus. Especially if they don't invest into a quick Nexus themselves as well. Alright, another proxy. Let's see what it is this time around. I would assume another gateway, right? I mean, he has been quite adamant about his gateway usage. Could be a Stargate in this location also, but no, it's going to be a Robo. Alright. Not too upset about that. I think that's a pretty good call. Bylon here going to be able to see what comes out of the gateways. We do have a Stargate coming out for ZEST here. Now, if he goes for a Void Ray first, I'm going to be thoroughly impressed. That would be very useful in a situation like this. The Oracle may be alright as well, but man, oh man, a Void Ray could just absolutely ruin the day here for Parting also getting scouted out. No longer is his production facility on the opposite side of the map in shadows. And there we go, there's the Immortal now coming into play. Immediately ZEST sending all his adepts across the map here, so that is a bit surprising to me at least. Wondering what the plan is over there. I guess Parting is sending all his Stalkers across the map as well. So that could be the reason. There is going to be a full wall here for Parting, to be fair. And there is going to be a Void Ray with a shield battery and a shield battery overcharge available. So that is one hell of a thing to break through. Unless if the Void Ray is, of course, not with the defensive units there. Okay, there we go. Adept's going to try to break on through. We'll have to keep our eye out for both these locations here. What is going on? Okay, we do have a warp in committed here by Parting. Does have those does have the shield battery there as well. In come the Shades. I think Parting may be in a lot of trouble here, guys. He's gonna lose a lot of workers. He's gonna lose, well, not much on the other side because he can't really go in with his units on the other side. 2 Void Rays now for ZEST. Yeah, that's just a winning unit in this situation, isn't it? 6 probes also falling here for the red one. The red one being Mr. Parting. The red Protoss. That red one over there lost a lot of probes. Look at that. That blue one over there, though, still has all his ducks in a row. Still has all those probes happily mining along. Can look towards getting himself another Nexus momentarily here if he wants to. But I guess he sees that parting kind of stuck in his own base. Will be committed to an attack. And if he holds this attack, I mean, that on its own should already be enough. The Void Race a little bit out of position. Is going to supply block ZEST here a little bit. No, actually, not going to happen. Thought that it would for a moment. Going to shut down the pylon here. And look to avoid taking gateway damage. Robo is shut down. The two adepts on the other side looks like they got a bit bullied by the Stalkers there as well. So getting that out of there. Robo now in a bit of trouble. Looks like that is going to be well respected by the Red Stalkers here. Will look to come to the aid in the defense of the Robo. But that is still, yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get that protected. Yeah. Alright. So still no pathway out here for parting. Impossible for him to start up a new Nexus. And there we go. There it is for ZEST right here. ZEST, is he going to be able to hold on to it though? I mean, it's a bit farther away from his own shield batteries. He's got 3 of them. Actually, that's quite a couple. The Shades here being able to get a good glimpse at the army as well. Parting trying to make it look like he's just moving away. The more confusion sown within the ranks of ZEST, of course, the better it's going to be for Parting here. In come the Void Race. There's the overcharge. And, oh, man. Prismatic Alignment doing one hell of a job against those Stalkers, of course. The Stalkers a bit quicker now, though, of course, as well. Especially with that Warp Prism Micro. It does keep everything alive, so that's a really good call. ZEST here needs to move backwards. Needs to wait for his shield battery, I'd say, as well. Get his Void Race back up to snuff. There we go. Should be able to hold on here. And yeah, time is ticking for Parting. It's gonna have that probe, actually. Still had a probe on the map that was making that Robo, I suppose. Make a Nexus here across the field. Finally transition into a bit of a macro game himself. But is it too little? Is it too late? It very well could be. I mean, ZEST happily starting up that double probe production. Has been mining off the second base here for a while now. We got that the income advantage tab here. I suppose I should show that a little bit longer. Quite nicely looking there for ZEST. It's not insane, but it's still pretty darn solid. And it should go up even further here. Especially if the Void Race managed to do a number onto the probes as well. Oh, gets the Wild Prism. There we go, yeah. There's no blink just quite yet for Parting. It's about to be coming into play here, so ZEST has to be extremely careful of his positioning with those Void Rays. Yeah, we'll be moving back, doing the recall. There we go. Alright. Disruptors also already coming in here for ZEST. As Parting still kind of being on the low tier unit composition. The Stalkers. An Immortal as well. I guess he did make one Immortal. But no more Robo available, of course. Huh. Gonna go for the third base instead of any type of attack route. Not a horrendous choice, right? Not a horrendous. Doesn't get scouted here by ZEST either. That's a big deal. You really would have liked to get that scout off. Stalkers for Parting, finding themselves a nice area to come in and try and deal some real damage here. The Void Race with the Prismatic Alignment, though, they are hot on their tail, and those Stalkers, they will not be able to escape, at least not all of them. Some of them do, but not that many. Let's put it that way. Blink. Oh, Blink ready again. Yeah. Trying to just squeeze this Stalker out of here. No. That's a shame. Good efforts. Good efforts, but not quite working out. Nexus here for Parting. That third one, that's a big deal that did not get scouted, actually. I feel like ZEST probably assumed that the Phoenix would go over a scouting pattern to actually see whether or not there's a third base here, but couldn't quite manage that vision properly enough. Phoenix coming in from the other side now and thinking like, alright, are you making a third base here? What is going on? What is going on overall? Sees the Robo. Alright, there we go. Now he saw it. He must have seen it this time. Yeah. If not the Nexus, he would have seen the probes. Alright. Still quite the advantage here, of course, for ZEST. Looking at that army supply in particular. 63 versus 28. The economy game for Parting, though, definitely coming back into higher gear, but it's going to take a while before he makes up for the fact that he lost so many of his units. He lost a lot of momentum, and, well, he was just not tacking up at all for the longest amount of time here. So to get to the army size and the army complexity that ZEST has here, it's going to be a while. Let's see if those sentries are enough to kind of hold this off for a little bit. I don't think it will be. Nexus is definitely going to go down. There's no question in my mind. And ZEST is, yeah, casually could just decide to move away. Oh, disrupted there. It's a valiant effort. Okay, does manage to get it. Good blink forwards. Disruptors always on the verge of ending the game on their own. This time around, this one did not have the opportunity to do so. Not seeing any other disruptors just quite yet, right? No, okay. I think it could be for the blink. I'm not sure. Maybe because he saw Parting has blink. I don't know. Maybe it's because, well, he may not feel like he needs it, right? Could be the case as well. Ooh, Parting setting up a flank of Stalkers here. That's going to be a moment where ZEST is like, alright, well, if you're there, I'm just going to start pushing into you. Because you shouldn't have that much on the other side. He does have blink himself as well, and needs to just get past that that big line. He's left some Immortals on the back side of things as well here. ZEST winning on both fronts at this moment. Oh, that's still a lot of Stalkers though. Did he recall? No, he didn't. Okay, prismatic alignment still a thing as well. There we go. That's the blink forward. The shield battery overcharge getting knocked out. Parting has to tap out. GG is called. ZEST taking another game on his scoreboards right there. Getting himself 3 points in total. Impressive. Impressive indeed. And now we wait. Now we wait for map number 5. Well, we do have someone on match points. And someone else in a bit of trouble. We all know that Parting can get a bit emotional at times. Will be able to ride the emotions out and actually get himself into a favorable position here in the next game. I don't know. He's been acting a rather bit cheeky. He's been trying a lot of stuff. And it only worked once so far. Let's see if he will be able to get it to work this time around. I have very cold hands. So I'm sitting on my hands now continuously. Normally I'm not somebody that gets cold very quickly, but man, I don't think I turned the heater on today. Well, I'm assuming. I'm also sitting still, of course, quite a bit. Right, regardless, here we go. Juggernaut, a big map, a lot of places to hide your shit, a lot of places to do the dirty work. We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. Game number 5. There we go. That's the score we're looking for. In the top right side, that's a blue Brodos player for the Raise Your Edge Gamers. He is ZEST. He's simply the best, at least today it seems like. And in the bottom left side, we got ourselves a red Brodos player. He's on the ropes, on the edge of being eliminated. Well, getting second place, I suppose. Still a second place elimination, not too bad. He is Parting. Representing all that is good in his worlds, whether it be sugar, whether it be little puppies, or the Care Bears themselves. This Rat Protoss man's got you covered. Start up that double gas for both these players. The double K as well. So far, this may be the most normal game we've seen. Could turn into the most normal game we've seen. Parting no probes anywhere on the map. I say normal, really. I mean, when we say normal in PvP, I feel like that's a weird thing to say overall already. But what I mean basically is to say not a lot of aggression, right? Not a lot of early game, let's try to finish this off right here, right now kind of stuff. I would love to see it from ZEST now, though, right? Imagine ZEST as being the guy that proxies a robo right now. Oof. Oof. Did he lose the probe? Oh, no, it's still there. Still there. Still alive and kicking. It would have been embarrassing losing a probe like that. Alright. Okay. Looks like both of them will be looking for an... Actually, I'm not sure if ZEST is looking for a Nexus. I know Parting is with this pylon over here. But, not sure about ZEST just quite yet. Stargate? Actually, this pylon as well could just be a fake, right? Could just be him trying to be like, yeah, I'm going for it, don't worry about it. So yeah, actually, ZEST being the player that goes for the Nexus, and afterwards Parting, after the Stargate. Oh. Sentries! Kill them! There we go, the Sentry Guard doing their job, their due diligence once again here. Last second block. No problem. Alright, Dweller Council coming up for ZEST. As of course we still have the air units for Parting coming into play as well pretty soon. Follow that bad boy around, shall we? We're gonna get scouted there by the hallucinated Phoenix. See how he enters. Alright, rotating twice, rotating once. Coming back around, loopity-loop. And there's a lot of stuff here. It's like, okay, nope, never mind. Never mind. There we go. Getting the Twilight Council as well for the red Protoss this time around. 2 Oracles getting spotted out by that hallucinated Phoenix. Gotta love hallucinated Phoenixes, huh? So incredibly useful. Yeah, there really shouldn't be any damage being taken here by ZEST. Can you send another hallucinated Phoenix out as well? Man, this is... I love that type of stuff. This is just... Oh, so good. These types of things make me want to play Protoss, right? Just being able to send out an hallucinated Phoenix and then just have it be on the harassing flying unit. I suppose most other harassing flying units will be able to just shoot down the Phoenix, but... Or the hallucination, but still. Getting 4 probes. Still more than I thought he would. Gets himself into the tucked away corner right there. High and dry. May need to do a recall at some point in order to save that Oracle. Or he's gonna wait for those Stalkers to move away. To be fair, he's also keeping these Stalkers at bay, right? He's causing 4 of these Stalkers not to be able to participate in any other battle anywhere else. And trading 4 Stalkers for a single Oracle. I mean, I would take that trade, right? I would definitely take that trade. That's kind of what we're seeing here. That is, if we do have a fight elsewhere. Otherwise, these Stalkers are just sitting there. And they're not taking them away from anything else. And Zest really confused here, it looks like. He's just like, wait, you're not all-inning me this time around? You're not proxying? You're not doing anything crazy or weird? Wow, okay. I mean, there is a Forge now finally on the way, but still. Charge slot upgrade coming in now as well here for Parting. Looks like Parting more so going to aim towards the Zealot Archon composition, I would say. Although we don't have the Templar Archives just quite yet. Unless if I'm crazy and I'm missing it. No, not quite yet. And we have the +2 weapons attack as well, by the way, here on the way. And it's ahead of the +1. So Zest going to have quite the nice bit of upgrade lead here in favor over Parting. Definitely helps out quite a bit in those big gateway forces when they start to clash. Good blink. There we go. So where can they take this, right? We're seeing Immortals. I would imagine that eventually we're going to get both these players into the Disruptor era. Beforehand, we're seeing both of them more so going for the charge upgrade here as well. Of course, Zealot Archon, also a very valid strategy to kind of utilize in the PvP matchup. Can be a bit more scary because if your opponent has those disruptors, there is an option for them to just kind of destroy your entire army before you got to do anything. But if you do get your army with the Zealots spread out and on top of your opposing forces, right, of your opponent's army, then those disruptors, they become very difficult to use, and the Zealots actually do pretty darn solid against those Stalkers overall. Keep that in mind. Okay, 4th base coming down for Parting as well. Neither of these players really looking for a big fight just quite yet. May start to arrive at that point though, as right now we see them both getting a bit feisty, a bit uppity. This would be a good moment to get a transition of tech going as well. So maybe Zest hoping to find some sort of a tech transition timing here. Which is kind of true, right? Because now we're seeing the Archons being made. But nothing like Disruptors or something like that. Alright, let's see. There's the fight. We got a good amount of sentries here available for Zest. Of course, Zest has that +2 weapons upgrade as well. This is just one. Archon on the top side doing a real good number onto those sentries. I like the concave here being established by Parting as well. Minimally using up those sentry force shields, but there we go. A very aggressive blink forward for our blue Protoss. Was that too much? There's still so many Stalkers remaining in the backside of things here. But it looks like that +2 weapons upgrade maybe just causing Zest to trade out a bit too favorably. And his Blink Micro impeccable as well. He's gaining the upper hand here. It may be the final moments for this match, for this series in fact, as Zest is moving on forwards into the 3rd, into the natural. No Stalkers remaining there in the natural, and still an Immortal shooting away at the Stalkers on the right. I think that is it, guys. GG is called. Parting taps out as well. Gets pummeled in the macro game as well. Zest, what a man, what a show. He really does deserve the victory here today. He showed me one hell of a couple of matches, and I'm thoroughly impressed once more with the capabilities of Zest there. Well done indeed. Alright, Zest,